Here's a fun one, 95 Corolla. I worked on this last winter. I put rear struts in it. Back end was bouncing around like a circus car. And now he's got some fun. Got an axle at. Nice, huh? I want to put that back. Yeah, I got to put an axle in here. It blew out. Both at the same time, the inner and outer boots are ripped. Spewing grease all over the place. If you ever do a job like this, you're probably going to want to put a body condom on because everything you touch is going to turn to grease. Just try not to touch anything. Got a cotter pin you got to take out of here. I like to use the side cutters. Take off cotter pins. They come out easy that way. Got a lock thingy on here that's a little stuck. The nut on this is a 30 millimeter. It moves in the spline, that's nice. I don't have to beat on that with a hammer. There's 3 17 millimeters on this lower ball joint that don't like me at all. Oh, that one likes me. That one likes me. That one don't like me. Ooh, I'm getting it. Yeah, I touched it. Oh no. Greasy slob. Just like that. Easy like pie. Well, I don't know, pie's not pretty easy. I can't make a pie. I've never tried. Well, these Toyotas, the clips in these can be stuck really, really, really good. A lot of times what I do is try to get a pry bar on both sides. I got some tire irons. I like these for certain things. Get them from Harbor Freight. They're nice and cheap. I'm just going to pound these up here a little bit. The trick is to have one on each side because it'll help pull that clip out. You want to pull it out even. If you got a pry bar too that's just a hair wider and pointed, you can just get in there and try to pop them that way. If you don't do it that way, you can be on here prying this thing all day long and they might not come out. But yeah, these are the slickest stuff in the world to get these old Toyota axles out. I just put them in sideways and pound them in and give them a little pull and they pop every time. Every time. This is what I use to get them out. Both of them are actually a little different. I bought one fancy chromy one and then a year or two later I'm like, I gotta get another one. I need 2 for certain things. Just because they're slick and they're cheap and they're good 24-inch pry bars. So yeah, I'm going to put this axle in now. Break out the good old-fashioned seal puller. Pop goes the weasel. Seal puller, gotta have it. Okay, I got a new seal. I'm going to wipe this out a little bit with a rag that's cleaner than the rest of the car, which doesn't say much. Get gobs of goo dropping on my shirt, which is really special. Hopefully this goes in easier than I think it's going to go in. I just got a chunk of pipe here that I can barely hold on to because there's no damn room up here. Just take my time and tap this thing in little by little. Try to make sure it's square. Jesus, that's a tight fitting bugger. Holy crap. The seal is way tighter than I want it to be. I got this big ass 1/1/16 socket I'm going to try to use. I'm going to whack it really good. This thing is not going in right. Well, that sucked. I tried pounding this thing in and it stopped and it started tearing up the seal. I pounded it in real hard trying to drive it home, and it wouldn't go in, so I had to take it out. And then I go matching these up, and it's just a hair bigger. This seal, they got this numbered wrong. They're saying that this is the right side seal, and the other number is the left side seal, and they got these mixed up because the seal I need is 1 millimeter smaller than the one I just pounded in. So I got to get the left seal and put it on the right side. I'm going to blame them, because that's what mechanics should do whenever they got a problem with a part. Even if it's their fault, you blame the parts store and return it and get a new one. Well, whatever the parts store guy got for me or sold me or told me yesterday, he was wrong. He ordered a different seal he thought was right, and it was wrong. So I had another guy look stuff up for me, and I got the right one. Apparently there's 2 transmissions in here that got 2 different seals, and this is the right one that I need for this. And yeah, it's labeled as a right side seal. So this was in stock too. They couldn't figure that out last night. I tried using a pipe before. It was a little small. I didn't like it. When I was pounding on this seal, it was biting into the rubber. And generally, when you make a seal installer, you want it just on the outside edge of the seal. And this is a little far on the inside. I didn't like it. I don't know, I found a ball joint tool. It seemed a little bigger and a little better. It shouldn't bite into the rubber as much, and I took a 4-wheel drive socket and put it inside of that with an extension, and that's a little better. So I'm going to try to use that. Oh, this one's going in like it's supposed to. That looks good to me. Now you want to put a little oil or transmission fluid on the seal and on the sealing surface of the axle. Once you think you got it in there and you got the splines lined up, I'm just going to put this castle nut on here a little bit just so I don't wreck the threads. Yeah, it's in the splines. Give it a couple wraps. It should fall right in. Had to use a centering punch to line that hole up. This axle nut is 137 foot-pounds. I got a 140-pound torque stick I'm going to use. And the hole on the castle nut's like half off, so I got to go a little more. And it's way over torqued. And that damn thing's not lined up. So instead of using the castle nut, I'm going to use the factory nut. Castle nut that came with the axle is a joke. It wouldn't be a joke if it actually lined up without over tightening the dang thing. Try to use a factory cotter pin so I don't have to use a new one. Cheap it out. There it is, another job bites the dust. Bye.